More questions from some of you for the 4 people wanting Grand Rapids top cop slot.
We were there tonight as people wanted to know how the next chief will protect their kids and bridge the gaps in a growing, diverse community.
For the second night in a row, Grand Rapids police chief candidates took questions from the people they'll protect.
We've gotten a pretty big wedge in between the relationship with police officers and the community.
Brian and Teresa Blakely wouldn't miss a chance to hear what their next police chief has to offer. Brian is a pastor and community activist. Teresa remembers when a shootout left bullets in her home. The candidates talked about community policing, transparency in order to gain public trust, and staying on budget so taxpayers don't pay the price. Is diversity in the police department important?
It's very important. I think it's very important for us in the community across the board to be able to see leadership represented within the police department. We need to see people that look like us.
I'd like to see a police chief that will, if people aren't allowed to get a Michigan driver's license, at least allow people to utilize an operable license either from another country or an international license.
With the last census showing Grand Rapids as home to a fast-growing Hispanic population, with 1 out of 5 residents African American and people from every Asian country, a diverse police department was top of mind, as well as one with transparency in its procedures and a focus on reaching troubled kids. Why is it important to you that our next chief can reach our kids?
It's important because we have a community of young people that we're losing them. They're dying, and we're losing them in many different ways. So it's important that we have a chief that is able to see them where they are.
The city manager hopes to appoint a chief early next month, but city officials are asking people who went to this week's forums for feedback before they make that final decision.